All right. This is my third episode, and I want to come here and share with us about the ecosystem, the ecosystem on the planet Earth, the ecosystem on the planet Earth. And something intriguing I noticed during the time of COVID-19. It was not a palatable event, and I would say this that everybody that have lost loved ones, families, I will always say this again, that our hearts and our heart want to go out to them, and may the soul of all the loved one rest in peace. I know the humanity have moved beyond it now and have gone ahead of it, and at least a lot of control have been on it. Vaccination has been done and a lot of research is still going on regarding the COVID-19. But I'm not here to talk about what brings COVID-19, what's all about it. That's what I'm going to talk about. But something I noticed during the time of COVID-19, there's one. I was born in Nigeria. I grew up precisely in Lagos State. I was born in Agege, and I grew up over there. And I've traveled a little bit all around the world, been some few countries in Africa, and I've been some few countries in a few countries in Europe. Other continents are still become, and I'm still coming. So watch out in America, watch out in Asia, watch out in the Oceania, Arabian Peninsula, and some other parts of the world. Watch out. Gabriel scholars. Now, this is what I want to say. That time when COVID-19 happens, Lagos State, precisely if I could remember, when I'm looking at the TV, when I'm talking about the quality of air, Lagos is always most on red. But when COVID-19 happened, within 1 month or 1 month plus, Lagos was start to be labeled on yellow. I stand for correction if I'm wrong. But where I'm driving into this is this. When COVID-19 happens, I happens to be in a place in Europe, which I will not mention the name. And what I noticed is that within just few weeks, I started noticing that the quality of air was much more better. And I started seeing animals that I never see that were existing in that city that were coming out. You see foxes, you see rabbits, you see, birds. And it was like they were having a fun fair. You could see these animals were happy. I'm not saying they're not happy, they're not saying, but they were much more happy. They were playing on the streets, and some of them are even, doing their things at the corner. It's like they're saying, oh, we had the planet back. Good gracious, we had the black planet back. And I saw this. I was looking at some of the Hollywood movies, whereby, humanity is, God forbid, or I will say that because that, heaven forbid that want to wiped off and there was nobody. It was like I'm looking at Ghost Town. But what I noticed that the quality of the air, the fishes I was seeing, in the canals, Mother Nature start healing back. And you start seeing the freshness. But once humanity came back again, trust me, Lagos State air quality start going back to red in label, and a lot of things are happening. So I want you to understand that the ecosystem that all of us are part of it has been said more than enough that we should take care of it. And that with the simple things. Simple things. Like when you have debts, don't throw them on the ground. Don't throw them in the open sewage. Where you need things to be recycle it. You understand? Things that we need to take notice of, let us take care of it. You'll be having some people say that, oh, if I do something and I drop it on the ground, you understand? Yeah, that's why other people are getting jobs to clean. Who says that? We are way past that. The air alone and the atmosphere, the air pollution alone and the atmosphere, they are dealing with us severely. How much more we again adding more to it? So whatever little things we can do, sometimes we have foods that we know that, okay, this food can be, they don't need to be thrown away. There are ways we can do it. There are food banks. When we use plastic bags, sometimes some places in Africa, which I will not be mentioning the countries' names, people use plastics a lot. That's where the water they drink is in the plastic. Whatever they're buying food is in the plastic. And when people just finish it and they drop it on the ground. So I'm talking about the ecosystem. The ecosystem needs to be taken care of. Because if the ecosystem collapses, human being will collapse. If we cut all the trees, we know what global warming is doing to us. We need some of the insects, that the pollinators, like the bees and other pollinators, to help us so that all the plants can be pollinated and they can reproduce. Some plants cannot reproduce by themselves unless the pollinators carry some of their seeds from one one species of the plants to the other. So I'm just employing us, and I'm just trying, pleading with us, humanity. Let us take care of our ecosystems. If we are practicing some open sewage that we practice in Africa, let us make sure it is clean. Because let me tell you, the earth is going to retaliate, either we like it or not, and that's the fundamental part of it. And if the Mother Earth retaliates to us, it's going to kick all of us out. We are not the first species. We are not the first living thing on this planet. In fact, there are things that have lived here before us. Either you go into the faith secular world, or you go to the scientific world, human being was not the first living thing on this planet. So let us take care of it. It's very important with the simple things. Kudos and to some countries that are doing wonderfully. I read some articles about Singapore. What Singapore is really doing, trying to build an ecosystem. Some other countries are following suit. That's how to see what be sustainable, environmental friendly ecosystems. Let us do all our bits, and this is what I'm going to just encourage us to do. Because either we like it or not, planet Earth was here before us, humanity. And if we don't take care of it, it's going to kick all of us out. I don't want to be kicked out. I don't want to be kicked out. I want to exit, at my own time. I want to exit, at my own way. But I want to be kicked out. If something kick you out, it's going to be violent. But kicking out does not mean it's not peace. And that's why, so the ecosystem, especially the trees, they need to be preserved. Let us plant trees. China is doing some fantastic job. US is doing some fantastic job. Other countries are doing some fantastic jobs. Some of the deserts that are spreading across the world can be called, can be stopped. Okay, and we'll start planting trees that can withstand some of this hot weather region, hot area of the planet. And we should do our bit and start taking care of it. The world is more than enough for the wise, and I hope that at least we are learning something from this. And as I say, this Zillionaire Universal journey is going to go into many dimensions. Sometimes, it's going to be Z ecosystem, as we are talking about something, it's going to be the Z, cartoon. We talk. Sometimes going to be the Z movies. Sometimes going to be the Z health. A lot of things are going to be talked, to be discussed. And I hope that at least something spectacular can come out of this. So if you have anything that you want to discuss regarding the ecosystems, especially, we that are not doing our bit, especially the countries that are not doing their bit, please don't mention any countries. Just write what needs to be done without mentioning any names. Write in the comment section. Put some names down there, put some of the names of and ideas, not the countries, names and ideas of things that need to be, that we can do. Let us do our bits, 1,000 steps starts in one day. So change is not something one can say, okay, today all of us are changing. No, it's a gradual process. Progressive is a gradual process, and we can all do it. All right, so Z out. Bye.